Just relax, just chill out. Let that be the work. Let the work be learning how to be. Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Audacious. I am super grateful to have you here. Super grateful to share and hold space for you. Super grateful to just be able to share my wisdom, my love, my light with you. If you are here, you have found me, you will receive an amazing word, and I trust that. But let's get into it. Today, we are going to be talking all about how to be more and do less in order to receive and tap into your abundance. I'm just going to be talking from personal experience. You take what resonates and leave what does not. The thing that I say on this channel is speaking from personal experience. I cannot give you the step-by-step tools on every single thing, and because your steps are not going to be the same as my steps and vice versa. My steps are not going to be the same as your steps because we're all walking a different path, right? What works for somebody don't always work for another. So take what you need, leave the rest, and we're going to get into it. I realized that the more I be, and I mean just sit and be in stillness and sit outside and be in nature and meditate and be quiet and sit with myself in silence and solitude, I realized that the more I did that, the more I was receiving. I realized that the moments in time where I was efforting, where I was going uphill, where I was trying so hard to manifest something into place, or to put something in place, is where I felt the most depressed, or the most sadness, or just the most anxious. I say all this to say, part of being in alignment with your divine feminine energy is learning how to be still, but also it's learning how to go with the flow, right? The divine part of it is trusting in divine timing and trusting that everything is working out in accordance with your highest good and your highest path, your highest walk, right? And so in my stillness, although it felt like I was not doing anything, which I wasn't, but that was the work. The being, the sitting, the being still, the meditating, the sitting in silence and solitude, the just going for a walk just because in the middle of the day, that was literally the work. It takes work to reprogram your mind and reprogram your belief system. My belief system up until this point had been that I had to hustle. I had to get it. I had to grind. And when I realized that wasn't working, it wasn't getting me to where I needed to be, that's when I was like, all right, let me get on this. Let me get on this part. Because I do desire to live a soft life. And what does living a soft life look like for me is actually enjoying a day in the park, having a picnic whenever I want. Living a soft life for me is taking a bubble bath in the middle of the day, if that's what I want to do. It's just different things that resonates as a woman for me to live a softer life, especially as a mother. So the key literally to living a softer life and living a more abundant life is to learn how to slow down. Just slow down. Just stop. Just stop trying to effort and do all of these things that you think you need to do in order to have financial freedom or to have abundance. Because literally, abundance is our birthright. You can never not have abundance. You're always going to be abundant. When you have moments in your mind of lack and limitation, those are not your thoughts. Those are the limiting beliefs that have been programmed into your mind probably since you were a child, and you didn't know nothing about that. Like, you didn't do that. Those were put on you, and so you have to do the work, which is sitting still and being silent and doing nothing, learning how to do nothing in order to tap into your abundance. But as I said, abundance is already there. Abundance is literally the foundation of this whole universe, to be honest. Like, abundance is our birthright. We literally came here and born into abundance. I know I just repeated the same thing in a different sentence, but abundance is the birthright. And the more you learn to just be, the easier it will become. The more you learn to be, the more you open up the floodgates for things to happen and manifest that are in accordance with your highest good. Because really, let's face it, you're not supposed to be in control of any of this. We are not in control of any of this. We are just a little tiny component of this whole collective experience. Like, our beingness is just a small component of everything. And when you think about that, and think about the fact that you're not the only component, and you have many other components working in your favor to bring you into alignment to whatever it is you desire, then you can take some pressure off yourself. Then you can stop worrying and having anxiety and all of the things. Be back. Sorry about that. I don't know exactly what I was saying last. I'm sure I have gotten the point across. More being, less doing, because the doing that you're doing anyway, like, it's no point. Like, it's literally no point. And unless you're moving in purpose, right? This is me doing. This is me doing. This is me action oriented, but I'm also in a creative capacity. I'm not saying that okay, so let me get this out too, because I'm not saying that no action is necessary. I'm not saying that $1 million is going to drop into your bank account tomorrow, so you don't have to do nothing but just sit down. I'm not saying that, girl. That's not the takeaway of this message, okay? So don't okay, what I'm saying is that learn to be first, right? And then you will get inspired action into the doing, right? The inspired action is not going to feel like work. So that's where it feels like that it's not so much resistance, and you don't have that much anxiety. You don't have all of the things when you're efforting. But first, it requires you to slow down. It requires you to be still and listen. Listen to what you're being guided towards. Take small steps. It does not have to be a grand leap. It doesn't have to be a grand leap. If you go back through my page, you will see that I started and I probably stopped. I started and I stopped. Like, I have not been consistent here. But a page has turned because I have a new relationship with it, but it's also a thing of, it wasn't inspired action, right? It was efforting. It was me trying to do something because it's a goal of mine, right? So for me in the past, when I set out and had a goal, it was always like, all right, what do I gotta do to make this into reality? What do I have to do? When really it's not on me. Like, it's literally not on me. That's why I just let the algorithm do its thing, because the message will be received by those who need it in the time that it's needed. I still look at videos from people from months ago. I look at videos from people from months ago. I looked at videos from people from years ago. If they pop up on my timeline and the algorithm presents them to me and I got my YouTube on shuffle, I'm listening to it because it resonates with where I am now. So that's why I'm just like, it doesn't matter, because the algorithm does what it needs to do and the message will be received by the right people when the time is right. So yes, I say all of that to say, just relax, just chill out, let that be the work. Let the work be learning how to be. That's all I got. That's all I got. No, but thank you all for subscribing. If you resonate, please share, please like, please comment. And I'll see you back here soon. Peace.